I've always thought doing this, if I have anybody on with something like uh, that maybe I don't agree with, or anything like, I don't know, aliens. Oh, this one dude's coming up from Enid. He investigates Bigfoot stories.
Really?
People that, and he's dead serious about it.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Like, I don't believe in Bigfoot. I mean,
It's one of those things like, did we go to the moon? I'd kind of like, just,
right.
can we drop that?
I'm not gonna challenge him on like why, like.
But you do want to hear interesting stories.
Yeah.
And I think when you watch like those documentaries, the interesting part is the interviews with those people, and you got
they like believe it and stuff.
yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, they can have their own personal truth, and we all know basically the real objective reality.
Yeah.
But
can you tell me a cool
whatever.
story?
Yeah, cool. Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't know, maybe they're just doing it for a good TV something, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's like, the part that I don't like is when they're exploited. You know, like they just show the parts of them that can be ridiculed and not who the person actually is.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like there's more to them than just that.
Yeah. I think it's right frame. Yep. Okay. But yeah. So I mean, I know Rogan will push back, but I feel like I'll catch shit, eventually sometime when they'll be like, "Oh, you didn't challenge." Like, well, I've had 2 pastors already. And, someday maybe somebody will come on. "Oh, you didn't ask them this or that." Like, they're not going to change because of your opinion, your comment on YouTube, right? They're not going to change their whole life.
Yeah. And also you can't armchair quarterback that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the same thing in sports. Like people will watch a team make a bad play. Like, well, I would have done this. Well, you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it went the direction it went in. Like, and everybody needs to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the interesting part about anything in the media is we want it to reflect who we are.
Yeah.
And then when it doesn't, it's like, well, there's more people than just you.
Yeah.
And
that's one thing I've kind of learned, like, just because I have a strong opinion about something doesn't mean, or belief or anything that I find cool in life.
Yeah.
And I don't like theirs. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm too busy.
Yeah. Like, you do you,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know. So I'll probably catch shit someday for having somebody on somewhere down the line that I didn't push back or something like that,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of podcasts and there's a lot of people that can do that if they want.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, I don't think you're trying to get in the business of antagonizing anyone.
No. Yeah.
Like I'm much better at dealing with people's responses than their reactions.
Yeah.
Because then it causes me to react.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, could we use our big words right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Or, like, it's like those conversations sometimes need to be had during a meal or maybe a couple of drinks or smoke something.
Yeah.
And then kind of just open up your mind, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to argue when you got food in your mouth.
Yeah. Or yeah. Okay, so that's another thing. Like, okay, so all this is a byproduct of me getting to learn and hear somebody else's story about something, or whatever. I get to learn.
Yeah.
And they get their story in like a really high quality. Like that was my thing. Like I don't want Zoom.
Oh yeah, podcast. It's so impersonal.
Cause
and you're wondering, are you wearing pants?
I never thought about that. But yeah, but it's like the audio is shit half the time, and you can't.
There's a kid or a cat in the background.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It just gives it a chance to get put in high quality.
Yeah.
Stuff like that too. So plus it's easier to get other guests. You know,
Yeah,
like
because if they see you're taking it serious,
yeah.
you
Well,
know.
I sent it to that. You know, Xavier's his name, the Wichita State player. He's like, oh shit, you're for real, huh? And
Yeah,
I was like, yeah,
yeah,
little bit.
yeah,
And that's what when Tanner came over, he was like, dude, this is like, you know, I think it's at the beginning of the video or somewhere. I don't
yeah.
know. But he's like, you should really show people a little tour of this thing, you know, or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's
No, yeah,
pretty
I mean,
common.
showing that level of professionalism in anything is going to cause people to take you a little bit more serious, you know,
Yeah.
which, you know,
This, yeah, I'd been wanting the athletic director too because I wanted to go through like NIL, all the new stuff. I don't know if you've heard that.
I'm
It's
not too
right
into,
here,
yeah, I'm not too into sports these days.
but he's saying the beginning of December now. So it's where college players can earn name, image, likeness money.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I do know a little bit about that. Yeah, that's a tough one. You know, like I think, what are you going to college for?
Yeah,
You know, like if you're going there for an education, that should be the priority. But if you're just going because you're good at throwing a ball or running,
yeah,
and then what's the priority here? You know?
yeah. Because I was always mad that we didn't get a scholarship offer for you know, BMX or whatever. Because I think that's where I connect with college players is like, are you gonna kind of be sitting like that or
Yeah.
okay? I think that should
Cool.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, but the grind. Remember the grind, you know. I
Yeah.
know I took a little bit different way than everybody else did that
Yeah.
rode, wanting to, and really all the time it was more of it was always a thing against myself, like how can I do something better than I did yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I still wish I could carry that over to
I
life.
do have that mentality too. It's like
Yeah,
I never wanted to be the guy that I was yesterday.
yeah,
You know,
mm-hmm.
like what worked, what didn't work, and that in itself can be very exhausting and taxing, especially
Yeah.
when you're doing something like BMX or you know the risk reward system is like it's not going to work in your favor. You know,
Right.
like when my brothers got into riding, I didn't tell them not to, but I didn't want them to.
Yeah,
Like my back and my shoulders, like
I
it just
know.
it's like I had a lot of fun hanging out with my friends and the road trips and gotten to meet so many different people.
That was the best part.
Yeah, yeah. I
Meeting
tell my
people.
wife those stories about, you know, we didn't take a shower for 9 days and, you know,
Yeah,
like
sleeping in a parking lot or something.
antagonizing a
Yeah,
IHOP waitress, you know?
yeah, um, yeah. I just or the trips that were so long. I remember. Let's So Dylan and I left from Woodward, drove home, got Jason, drove to Oceanside, San Diego,
hmm
in like 4 or 5 days time, and like me and Dylan didn't talk. When you're in the car with somebody from one side of the
Yeah.
country to the other,
Yeah.
it wasn't that we, you know,
No, like
got mad or
Dave and I could do that. We
yeah,
were comfortable not talking,
yeah,
you know,
just like it just
as long as there's music.
just silence,
hmm
yeah, and then yeah, that stuff was funny,
Yeah.
but yeah, the best part was the people
Yeah.
by far.
Going to Grands and just,
Oh yeah,
you
the
know, it's like,
races,
and
yeah.
then the borderline trips were chaos.
Dude, I
Yeah.
never went on one of
You didn't
those.
want to. It was
That
not.
was about right when we
Yeah,
met.
that was not your style.
Oh, okay.
No, no.
Oh, the coke.
It was
I
just
heard it was a lot of coke.
chaos. Like we were just, you know, it's like let loose. You know, Eddie was not trying to rein anyone in. You know, we got to do
Well,
it.
he wasn't reined in, was
No, we got to do whatever we wanted.
he? I wonder what that dude's up to.
He got his life together last time I seen him.
Wow,
Yeah, he's all sober and doing well.
good for him.
Yeah,
Cause I always felt like he was.
he wasn't a bad dude. He just,
Yeah,
you know, I think he saw the skate park thing as a moneymaker, and it didn't end up being that. You know,
right.
he thought he was going to get rich off of that, but
Mm-mm. Right.
you're not getting rich off 10-year-olds getting dropped off by their mom.
No,
You know,
not unless you had the flow. something like that.
Yeah.
Something that takes money to make money,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, we when he moved to that next building, we tried to help him because I got enlisted to help build some of that stuff, and then anything, that someone who was experienced wanted to ride, he tore it all out because he made more money off these little kids showing up.
Well, I saw some of the original designs. Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't understand. Like if you build it, they will come.
Exactly.
Like that's what those borderline trips were about. Is it going places to ride stuff that we didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And
he built such an awesome Tulsa. Remember that park we went to? You and me did a day trip down there.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing, he built that.
Really?
That guy hired him to do that. Huh. That place was awesome.
Yeah.
And like he came up with a lot of that. Like, why didn't you build us sub boxes and all this other stuff, like.
Yeah. And well, then he also just gave us 1 day a week.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, bikes were allowed all the time there.
Yeah. But that was what the market. He just did what the market said was popular. So.
Yeah, now BMX is huge around here.
Is it?
Yeah.
We don't really have many riders in Lawrence. I see them every once in a while, but I don't know. There might be like 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That